Wait, I got it.
We're now recording?
Tommy, you can't say that anymore.
What the hell, Tommy? What the hell?
Come on.
Jeez.
Oh, bye, Tommy.
Christ.
I'm letting everyone know that the cat buff is with us. We have
like
the
the
cat
cat.
buff.
I
Ah!
like the cat.
Oh my god, that's such a cute cat.
A cat looks upside down.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Y'all ready to play some D&D?
I'm so sorry. Can I just press one of these new soundboards? I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to press it before we get into it so it's not like crazy.
Go ahead.
Daring today, aren't we?
Okay. I just need to know what it was.
Also, Bryson, as per your request, I don't know if you saw, but I requested one of my friends in the server who's an artist to make this emote. To mirror what happened last
I
time.
love her.
Oh my god. It's real. It's real.
That tabaxi is
Oh no.
fucked up, bruh. Ooh. Ah, gatito. Anyway, Aidan, are you ready? Alex, are you ready?
What happens if I say no?
Alex, are you ready?
Delay for 20 minutes.
Arielle, are you ready?
I've only been playing D&D for 5 hours already.
Bryson, are you ready?
Absolutely not.
Bryson, are you ready?
No way.
Bryson, are you ready? Okay, fuck me, I guess. Lake, are you ready? Will, are you ready? Tommy, are you ready? Okay. Last where we left off, amidst the snow-fallen summits of Comet Heights. With their investigation leading them only to dead ends and dead air, our hometown heroes reunited amidst the end of an uncharitable autumn, no closer to the key to bringing their missing friend back where he belonged. That is, until the problem's solution reared its head and came bounding back to where it truly belonged. Sure enough, Pallas had come home, and yet the young sorcerer, in the embrace of friends and family, found themselves feeling neither safe nor sound. And when push came to shove and questions turned to pleas, Pallas found himself privy to a truth his mother had long kept from him. Confined within the walls of Astrophel Manor, it was only when Pandora turned her attention away that her child deciphered a piece of the puzzle she had left out of her divulgence. One that, even after being told a version of the truth, reshaped everything he thought he had known about his family's history. Pallas, you hear the click of the cassette tape, or the cassette player, rather, as the tape that you were listening to in Ezra's bedroom ends, and you look up and you see Ezra looking at the cassette player with the most confused look on his face, as he, without taking his eyes off it, what was that all about?
How do I go about saying this?
You don't.
I think Pallas is trying to keep very composed. It's like one of his politician responses. However, I think it's been established that when Pallas is feeling overwhelmed with any sort of emotion, that it tends to leak out mentally. So everyone in the room, it's just Ezra and Pallas, but it's just dread and anxiety just seeping out of Pallas's trying to remain calm and composed.
Did you know anything about what that girl was saying?
Both too much and too little.
You don't have to talk about it if you.
No, you. Remember how I mentioned my sister died before I was born?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. I think that's her. And I don't think she's dead.
Okay, wait, back up. What?
That is Celeste Astrophel, my sister. And I cast sending, I cast a spell, I tried to message her, and I didn't get a response, but I'm like, do you know when someone has the read receipts on and you get a little like, they read this message, but they don't respond? That's what happened to me mentally. That happened to me mentally with my dead sister.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Where do you think, do you know where she would be if, I believe you. I want you to know that I believe anything you're saying. I'm taking it at face value, but
well, given that the spell didn't give me any difficulty in casting, I think like Pallas is like doing the full like spell casting type like explaining the rules of the spell out loud just to kind of make it make sense for him. Well, I know she's on this plane. Can I roll an insight check to see if I might have any idea where she might be?
Can I have you roll Arcana for that?
Arcana. Okay. That's a 6. Okay. No idea. Oh dear God. I think this is when House like fully realizes that like, is it safe for me to go home? What can I do here if I had been suspicious about my mother and a lot of my suspicions in a lot of senses were just confirmed?
Is this like internal monologue stuff?
Yes.
Ezra like looks up at you. Pallas, if any of this has anything to do with your family, if you don't feel safe going home, you can stay here tonight.
I may have to take you up on the offer. It's just what time is it?
At this point, like well past midnight.
I saw the bags under Syria's eyes. She's probably awake.
Okay.
I'm gonna text Syriie. Remember that time I thought we should have a sleepover and I said we should have it at my house, but then you went absolutely under no conditions going to be at your house. Can I come over?
I assume the sleep spell has worn off at this point.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Syriie, you, at around midnight, you feel yourself, even though you feel like more tired than you've ever been, you feel your like slumbering soul yanked out of the sort of state of rest that you were in as the spell wears off, and you're just kind of like sitting like flat backed on your bed like just super disoriented.
Fucking hell. Yeah, are you okay?
Yes. I mean, I'm not under any physical harm. I'm just... Astrophel Manor might not be the best place for me to be right now.
I'll drop a ladder.
As sweet as... I think Pallas is going, Ezra, it's really sweet to offer, but... I don't... The circumstances...
Yeah, you know what, that's totally... I totally understand. That's no harm, no foul, you know?
Yeah. Let's not let this be the first time I stay over at your house.
You see he like double... Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need me to drive you to Syriie?
Oh, right, yeah. Can you please?
Yeah.
Syriie just kind of runs everywhere. I forget that she doesn't drive sometimes.
No, yeah, she's fully like halfway across town. It is kind of scary, to be honest.
Yeah. I would love a ride, yes.
Yeah. And before we go, he like stops you as you're like leaving his bedroom. Do you want this to like stay between us right now?
I'm gonna tell Syriie. I want the group to know. I want to have a better answer for them. I have a lot of questions, and I feel like those questions aren't going to be received well with the group. So
I mean,
I'm going.
your mom can like fully read minds, right?
Yes. In fairness, I can too. But
Well, I think
Yeah.
a lot of us are a lot more scared of her than we are of you at this point. So
I appreciate hearing that.
what I'm saying is like, are we gonna be in trouble for knowing this?
Would I have any during the recording? Didn't Celeste say something about she knows everything that goes on in this town?
Something to that
Would
extent.
I have any inference for that? That meant like she has like high level divination magic. She has like the ability to like make her detect thoughts go larger than my range. Like, have I, as her son, like picked up on any of that?
I think it's kind of hard to say because what she said was pretty general.
Okay, but she doesn't have like a whole detect thoughts going on in the entire town at any given moment, right?
You're not 100% sure, that's the problem. But like,
Oh no!
you can imagine that there's some kind of like large thread of connection that is present if what she is saying is true.
I would say just try to keep your distance from her, and she won't be able to read your mind. But I don't know what she's capable of. I don't know what I'm capable of. Wait, I got something. I grab Ezra and I like put our foreheads together.
Oh.
And very suddenly, Pallas like stressed, like headbutts Ezra a little bit. And I'm
Pallas, you
gonna,
take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna put a thought shield on him.
Interesting. How
So
long does a thought shield last?
8 hours? It's not nothing, but if it might do something, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. And do you have to like drop the one that you have on yourself?
No, it's not concentration. It just happens.
Gotcha. You very suddenly like press your forehead against Ezra's, and he's like, "Whoa, hi." And as this is happening, he's like, "Oh, is this a good thing? I can't really tell."
I've never cast that spell before. So.
Oh God, what did you just put inside me?
It should protect you from wandering third eyes. It should cloak you from some sorts of divination magic, and especially those involving the mental capacities and thoughts.
Okay.
If I did it right, have you ever heard of a ring of mind shielding?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Basically that, but just
Right.
the effect.
Yeah. So, text Siri. Tell her we're on our way.
It sounds good.
Yeah, let's go. The two of you head off. Was there something you wanted to say?
I think it's just like occurred to me that I have to like interact with the Neverward, so like.
She threw a ladder down to her bedroom, so we'll see.
You're right.
Yes, and you get in the car with Ezra. He begins making his way down the streets of Comet Heights, driving in not an uncomfortable silence, but uncertain one. And Pallas, You still have your thought shield up, yes? Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. You're muted.
Has it been 8 hours since?
It hasn't. I
was
just wanted
taken
to.
home?
I just wanted to like triple check.
Yeah, it is still up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's an 8 hour spell,
Yeah. You.
and I am out of that level spell slot, so I'm gonna be upcasting it whenever I cast it from this point on, which is really fun.
Fair enough. It's about like a 20-30 minute drive across town, just weaving through the streets, as Ezra lives on the direct opposite side of Syriie, like as far as the geography goes. But sure enough, within a couple of moments, you look outside and you see the Neverward tree looming over you as Ezra pulls up to, like, I imagine there's like that valet parking cylinder like out, or like that circle in front of the house for some reason. Even though it's like wholly natural, there's still like some really like pretentious driveway. And
There's a fountain.
sure enough, you do see a rope ladder dangling out the highest window on the tree, like that's kind of sticking out as one of the branches. You do see a like like a 30-foot long rope ladder.
Oh Lord. Does Pallas think he's able to get up a rope ladder using his own strength?
Aidan, do you think
Yeah.
Pallas has basic upper body strength?
He has a -2 strength, Tommy.
He like gets up on the first rung. Syriie, pull me. You know what, Pallas? Yeah, as you do you say anything to Ezra before you go?
I think I. I really appreciate this. I'm scared. I'm not gonna let anything mess up anything, mess up our friendships, our whatever, I won't let you guys get hurt. Can't.
And then
I think it's like half put together thoughts, just like
yeah. He
the sort of like rambling that like figuring out that you're like a key to the apocalypse can do to a person.
yeah. As you're like talking, he he kind of like places his hand on top of yours in your lap, and none of us want you to get hurt either. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I'm glad you trust me. Please take care of yourself. All right. If anything bad happens, if you're in any trouble, text me. I'll be right there, and I'm sure the same goes for everyone else. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Be safe.
You too. See ya. You leave, and he rockets off. Pallas, would you like to make me a basic acrobatics check?
Oh, acrobatics I can do. 17.
You
Yeah.
are ever so slightly fighting for your life, but you are able to. It takes you a little bit longer than like it should, maybe. But Syriie, you do look down and you see Pallas like fully like pulling themselves up like each rung. Definitely exerting more energy than he really should be climbing a rope ladder.
I don't think you've ever seen Pallas break a sweat before.
I was about to say, I don't know if Pallas has ever put this much effort into doing anything in his entire life. So, you see, he's like, but sure enough, Pallas, you reach the top of the ladder, like however many feet up, and you're kind of like dangling out Syriie's bedroom window.
Hi.
Hi, need a hand?
You know I do.
I just wanted to make you say it. She just drags him through the window.
A concrete sliding noise as you drag him inside.
I hate to crash by this late. This early.
I was up.
I figured. I missed you. I think I just go back in for the hug. It's just like, it's just a matter of just being like, not knowing what to say and just going right for the hold me. So, we have some catching up to do.
Yeah, you missed a bit.
So I heard that Emerine was president. Not Emerine, Rizzy. Sorry, I get my assholes mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something. I mean, I wasn't gonna do it.
Fair. Sorry, I just had a visceral reaction to hearing that. I think it's just like a weird situation with like, where do I start?
I think
I don't know if I
Syriie
should.
picks up on that and is just waiting.
I'm scared. And I want to tell you everything, but I want to tell someone everything, but it's going to put you in danger. It's going to put anyone I tell in danger, and I don't know what to do.
I don't care if it puts me in danger. Look, Pallas, you are my best friend. Okay? We're in this together.
I think Pallas is fully like holding back tears. So, do you know how I whenever people would ask me like where my magic comes from, I basically go, well, I'm better than you. I have some answers now. And I don't know what it means. I was told in a dream that I was the apex of all that was meant to be. I didn't know what it meant. I liked hearing it. It scared me. Now it terrifies me. I, as you know, was banished to the Feywild. Because I guess I have Fey blood of some capacity, of some nature, of some... I think at this point, Pallas has been very carefully picking his words. You know what? Screw it. I'm a psychic. Can I try to emboss as many memories about the situation as I can, just right into Syriie? If she's okay with that.
How would that work exactly, just out of curiosity?
I really don't know. I could also just tell Syriie. I was just gonna...
You could just tell her, I feel like.
Yeah, I'll do it mentally though. We'll do it over telepathic communication, just because I'm like, I don't fully trust your family.
Real.
So I'm gonna do a mind link, and I'm just gonna...
Azila like peeks her head in, and we're just staring intently at each other.
Azila's like, how the fuck did he get in?
Also, Pallas is missing for a month. Azila's first question is, why is he in my house?
Yeah, real. Yeah, you can sort of project those memories, like memories of. Are you talking about like memories from when you were in the Feywild and memories of what Pandora was telling you?
And the deep dive.
Ooh, yeah, Syriie, you close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, you feel you can't exactly see or hear, but you can feel the presence of those memories and their contents, sort of playing out before you as you see the crystalline palace that Pallas was exploring in his deep dive. You see the landscape of the Feywild and the people that were chasing after Pallas. You hear what Pandora told him back at the manor. And out of curiosity,
You also get some mental images of Iris, just saying. Anyway.
do you send her any memories of what you just learned from the cassette tape?
I don't think I share those memories. I think I more so interpret them into being like, okay, so, and I basically explained it just the way I explained it to Ezra, being like the red receipt type thing. And my sister, who I was told was dead, tried to get rid of it all and purged herself of the touch. All I know is that she's not dead, and she doesn't like. She's. Sorry, I just had a roleplay moment where I was like in Pallas, and I think Pallas may have figured it out, but I understand that that's like a bit of like a meta thing.
That's fine, keep going.
Okay, I was saying like, oh, who was looking for Pandora, who was like actively hunting Pallas, who would, I think like that kind of starts like clicking a little bit, but I think Pallas is gonna repress that thought. I don't know anymore. I think that's the end of the catching Syriie up.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for dumping that all on you. Literally,
No, it's. I'm glad you did. You should not have to carry that on your own.
Syriie, I don't know what to do. Do we tell the group? Do we let them know they're hanging out with the fucking key to some eldritch power? Syriie, they already don't like me. Syriie.
Right before you got back, the group basically decided no more secrets. I'd say do with that what you will. If you want to tell them, okay. But if you don't, I'm with you 100%.
Syriie, it's not that I don't want to tell them. I'm the son of the town's most powerful psychic. I don't know what my mother is capable of. But I don't want to put them at risk. And the more people who know, the better of a chance she'll read one of their minds, and the better the chance that she'll know that I know, and that they know, and that we know, and that...
We might not know how powerful your mom is, but don't tell them I said this, but I have faith in all of them. You've seen them, you've seen us. We've taken on some bullshit. Yeah.
Hold on, I just want to raise my hand real quick. Arielle, can I give you inspiration for that raw-ass line?
Are you asking permission?
I'm dead
from?
serious. Mark it down. Mark it down.
Hold on. There we go. Boop.
I haven't given inspiration enough in this campaign as is. Sorry, that line, like, I felt my soul leave my body. Alright, sorry, keep going.
I can honestly, there's one person I could bear all to, other than you, and be comfortable with completely sharing everything. Dakota has a way of preventing me from reading his mind. I don't know when he figured that out or how he's doing it. And I didn't mention anything because, well, that would out me as trying to read everyone's mind. But look, I just want to be a fucking high school senior. I have so many absent days. Like, did it go away? Like, that's the sort of stuff I should be worrying about, not being the end of all times.
Still have a couple months left. We can fix this.
Also, what is going on with you?
That is a great question. That we should continue to talk about silently.
I don't think we've spoken out loud at all.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
I really think we are just sitting on the bed staring into each other's souls.
I don't know. I was actually hoping to go talk to Lena at some point, because I trust her more than my parents.
Ross knows of Lena, not who Lena. Like, you know, okay.
I think that's up to Arielle to decide, but I feel like you have this, like, the barest, like, most basic understanding of who this person is.
You've seen her. You've seen her.
And I'm sure Pallas went, "Who's that?" And he went, "That's Lena," and then no more information.
Well, she was at the fight.
Right.
That Pallas saw. Yeah. And if you want to talk to Dakota while you were gone, we kind of started working out.
Syriie, are you inviting me to work out with you?
You honestly should. Pallas, I love you, but I just watched you climb up that ladder.
Okay, but I can move stuff with my mind. Why would I need muscles?
Because you should. You should, for your own health. And just in general, you should be able to climb a ladder.
Okay. Whatever, I'll go with you, but Syriie, Lena isn't a magic user, a magic fighter, right?
No, but a couple weeks ago, I overheard her having a conversation with my dad. I believe it was after she punched him.
I did like that.
But they mentioned something about something going on with me. This was before this shadow shit started happening.
Yeah, I only asked, not that if you trust Lena, I trust your judgment, but is there anyone Arcane who might be able to lend some more guidance?
Not that I think knows details of what's specifically happening with me that I trust to ask and give me a straight answer.
That is completely understandable. Honestly, I've also been looking to consult a magic doctor. I just like showed like the Aurora's crystals growing out of my arm, and I'm like,
Yeah, we noticed.
yeah, all the magic healers we know are children, or high school students.
Yeah, they are
I
all
mean-
younger than us.
Roselle's parents? I don't know if we want to loop them in there like that. I mean,
I feel like,
HIPAA,
can
but
we
like,
even go to a hospital, but like, with our shit?
fantasy HIPAA, right? I mean, this is a real question. These kids have like medical like shit
These
happening.
kids have
Like,
medical issues.
And they're like,
you fully like got
go
possessed
to a
by
hospital?
yourself?
Eh.
Question mark?
Honestly, the most
Does
like high
insurance
school
cover
adventure
magical
thing.
trauma?
Let's be fully honest. If anyone has really good insurance in this party, it's the two of us.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, Syriie is under 18. You are correct.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Pallas is also
yeah,
under
that
18.
does
We're
matter.
both under 18.
Oh yeah, you haven't turned 18 yet.
Everyone remembers that their characters are indeed minors.
Not Dakota.
1 out of 6.
I mean,
Can we? I know your parents are, and I mean,
the worst.
I wasn't going to say that, but they're not, from what I understand, completely in with my mother.
As far as I know, but also, I don't trust them to not want to, if we go to them, want to get in with her.
Right. I'm just trying to think of adults we can go to. Because, I think I need to talk to Dakota. The more I think about it. And I'm not saying Dakota's gonna take out, like, some sort of, like, I don't know, like, medical kit, start peeling off my Aurora shards, but
Well,
Syriie, I think our families go far back. And my parents haven't told me anything, but maybe Dakota's parents did. And it's something that I don't know. We might have some guidance. We're both haggard. We honestly both look like shit. No disrespect.
I know.
This is gonna sound absolutely batshit for what I just told you. But can we pretend to be normal teenagers for the rest of the night?
We can pretend.
You have to catch me up on literally everything that's happened at school. I need to know who's dating, who's not dating anymore, who hates who. Pallas is like going on his full on spiel, and I think that's how they spend the rest of their night, if that's okay with Arielle.
I think Syriie doesn't usually pay attention to those things, but with Pallas gone and knowing they'd want to know that when they get back, that's what she used her insane perception for at school the past month.
I say at one point Pallas actually goes, have Holly and Pascal made things official yet? Like,
Lord
it's
have
been
mercy.
We all kind of fell off the face of the earth for a good month.
Yeah, I literally did, so I guess I can't really say anything.
Yeah, no, the group chat was silent. There was one moment where we did discuss middle school photos, and Azila took my phone. And yeah.
I can remember middle school Syriie.
Yeah. She was so bad.
I literally think there's no differentiation between middle school Pallas and current Pallas, except for, like, the slight, like, aging up.
Christ. All right, we're gonna move on.
Yeah,
In
it's
that
literally do
case.
this for the rest of the night, and I think that's like, is it healing? It's healing. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Sorry, this side conversation happening in the chat is fucking insane.
So good. Fantasy HIPAA's real, guys.
Listen.
But does it count with mind readers? Who knows?
I, Tommy Kelly, have created a world with many plot holes, and I don't think I can fill a lot of them right now. So I'm just gonna let these exist and cry about it for the time being. My bad, guys.
I love all of them. I would like to apologize.
No, it's
for all of
hilarious.
that.
I'm just watching this entire thing go down. For anyone who's watching the recording with no context, everyone has been debating what the laws of minor consent are for confidentiality and healthcare services, and there's been a lot of screenshots going around.
I feel like you're sleeping on the best message that has been sent in the whole thing.
Which one is it?
Pallas and Ori get married so Pallas can sneak behind his parents' back and talk to a doctor.
The great thing
I
about
love this because it isn't the first time that the Pallas Ori ship has been brought up.
the worst part is, like, I love having like young characters because, like, they could just go to a hospital and they just don't, and I think that's based as hell. Oh man.
But, like, could you
None of them
imagine
have
Pallas
fully
sitting
developed
down
brains,
across
it's
from,
fine.
like, Roselle's parents and being like, hey.
They don't have fully developed brains by default, and who knows? Maybe one of them's been vaping. I don't know. Like,
One adult.
Pallas would pick up vaping, honestly.
Who would be the one vaping?
Ezra.
I think that's true. If you guys want a doctor, though, you can just come to Enix, because you know Enix doesn't mess with Big Pharma. Come on, guys.
You are 16.
Yeah.
What about
And
Enix's
radicals.
parents?
Enix's parents aren't.
Vaping?
They own a shop. They're shopkeepers.
Yeah, we're small business, though. That's different.
Oh god.
We're not a big corporation.
That's true. Enix's dad would shoot a cop if given the chance.
Yes.
God.
All are threats.
No, my mom. My mom would
Your
shoot
mom
a
would
cop.
shoot. Actually, yeah, correction. Your mom would shoot a cop. That is a crazy
And then my dad
sentence.
would be like, "Oh my god, you shot someone," and my mom would be like, "Fucking pig."
Making bacon. Anyway.
Also, that was my
All
uncle.
are proud.
Anyway. Jesus Christ.
And
So I'm gonna veer away from Pallas and Syriie. Jump to the next day. So I want to spend a little bit of time with the other four if they have anything that they're like dying to absolutely do. So right out the gate, like on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, where would your characters be? Starting with Roselle.
Now's not the time. Is church? Like, how does church work?
Well, I don't think the Lord's Day is like a thing for fantasy religions, but like you could, I think you could be at the House of the Guiding Light if you wanted to.
I think I'd just be going along with my parents for that one.
Gotcha. Enix?
I think also Roselle brings up a really good point. I think now that Enix is aware of like how much a sham the church is, they kind of go there. It's been like a rough couple of weeks, so they go there as a pick me up to kind of watch people sort of like, praise their God, so they can be like, I talked to God. They're pretty much scrambling up there. It's not as organized as you think it is. It's not.
That's fascinating. Jesus. Holly.
I think Holly, as you all know, is just not at all religious, so kind of just not doing anything like that. But probably just December's coming up. Holly's is at the work, like at their. I'm assuming Holly has like some kind of like. Not like smaller, like in their room, little work table thing, and making presents for everyone. Just cause like not like the but like for the close friends. Cause I don't know, just to show how grateful that she is for them. So
Cool. And Dakota. I cannot hear you, Will.
We cannot hear you at all, not even a little bit. It's giving, were you silent or silenced? No.
What's
Not
going
even.
on? It's giving...
oh, it's yeah, it's definitely giving.
There we go. You and... We heard him.
I don't think he heard us say that we heard him, so he was like...
It's one or the other. Either we hear him or he hears us.
He has to switch for every time he goes...
We heard you.
We heard you. We hear you. We see you.
Okay.
We feel you.
There we go. There we go.
There you are. Yeah.
So I turned on my camera and Discord crashed. I turned on my camera. So let's go again. Let's do it again.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're
There
good.
we go.
Okay. No promises that won't happen again. Anyways,
That's fine.
Probably just helping out at the mountain today. If Syriie was going to be training later, probably would join them.
We could do that with Syriie later then, if you would like. Cool.
Actually, sorry. There's one thing I would like to address.
Yes.
And I thought about this from earlier, and I forgot to say it. I want to be able to have a conversation with Pallas where I tell him the information I learned about Mr. Man, our big old teacher guy, and his sister. That is important info to give on to him.
Cool. Okay. Let's start with Roselle and Enix. I'm trying to think, what would like an order of the guiding light like? Is today like a service day? I don't really know if today's like a service day necessarily, but there's always like a lot of like, consultations and like, one-on-one meetings and stuff, like talking about faith with a lot of people.
A suggestion.
Sure.
Because Pallas has returned. Really can't hear me.
I can hear you.
No, I can hear you now. I just couldn't hear you earlier, and I don't know what you said.
Basically, because Pallas just returned, assumedly, people in churches and religious places, especially in a small town, would be celebrating the return.
I don't know if it's been made public that Pallas is back yet.
Oh, never mind then. Just kidding. I'm gonna forget.
There's no town crier going, hear ye, Pallas has returned.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, just looking around, it's it's a lot different from, the Church of Lathander was like Enix, where, the Church of Lathander, you had like sermons and like, preachers, people were singing every now and then, like it wasn't super your vibe. This one feels a lot less like structured in the sense that it feels like in the room there are a lot of people who are sort of doing stuff on their own. Some people are just having like discussions of faith. Other people are like consulting members of the order about like matters of, healing or matters of like, illness in the family or whatever. There's a lot of the sense you get is that the Order of the Guiding Light is driven a lot more by curiosity in that sense. You like the basic tenets of the order, but you're kind of surrounded by this conversation, and like what does Enix think about hearing all this, do you reckon?
I think they're kind of just sitting there and they're like, and then they kind of lean. Are they with Roselle?
They can be, yeah.
Okay, I think they kind of lean over to Roselle and are like, these guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Like, not even a little bit. And they think that they're having philosophical questions. They're worshipping a lamb.
Definitely heard what you just said.
I did not hear a single word. That was really good whispering.
I said that these guys have no idea what they're talking about. They're just sitting here doing all this, like talking about like all these like religious questions and all that jazz, but they're worshiping a lamp. Like, it's literally light. Like, I don't get. I mean, like, I understand curiosity, but like, I don't get it. It's like,
well, okay, the lamp is like Ori's sect. That's not our sect.
oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's less about like an actual deity, and I thought you were like not a fan of that with the Church of Lathander, anyways. So,
I'm
I mean,
not.
okay.
I'm a little lost because I'm just used to like,
Yeah, a central figure is the is the focus of worship for you guys, I assume. But here it's less of an actual worship session, and it's more of just spreading light with one another.
That's nice. Damn, I wonder how.
I mean,
like. Yikes, that's crazy. Well, I should have went to your church. Maybe we could have avoided this whole, demon mess. I don't.
I mean, okay, it's not like I'm a regular worshiper anymore. I'm not as much of a standard cleric as you are, anyways.
That's fair. I mean, do you think that? Question so random. Do you think that like, and then like I whisper this word. I say, do you think that? Oh my God, I forgot his name.
Who?
Kitty.
Carnation.
Thank you. And,
Kitty.
like, do you think as followers, like, do you think that like Carnation is like the central figure for like some religious organization? And like, do you think Carnation has like patrons?
Roselle, before you can even start to think of an answer, you do hear the familiar rumbling in the back of your mind. I sure hope not.
Well, okay, Carnation hopes not, and I want to give the informed answer of I have not been able to find anything about that in my research. But I think if people knew about Carnation, definitely, to an extent.
Do you think you could be the first
Worshipper?
Well, more follower. I mean, you have like critical evidence that shows that like your god is actually, well, if you decide to take him as a god, like you have critical evidence that it's real and that like, it's powerful, and you're already connected to him, so.
I see where you're going, and I think if I was anyone else, possibly, But I think of this, I'm not an acolyte of Carnation. I like to think that we're at least partners of some sort. I'm a vessel. I'm not a follower.
Forget the vessel. Huh. So weird.
A little. Everything's a little weird.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff is weird right now. Just in general, like, we got, our friend back, and, like, they were gone. I don't know. Things are strange.
It's been a weird couple of months.
As this, how quietly are you having this conversation?
Not loudly.
Yeah, not loud.
Cool. As you say, it's been a weird couple of months. The two of you hear a voice off on the side. Yeah, I'll say. How are you two doing? You turn around and you see Ori holding 2 boxes full of textbooks, looking a little bit like they're fighting for their life. But you see that they have noticed the two of you here, and are kind of like standing out to the side, like.
Hi, Ori. Do you need help with something?
Yeah, I use Mage Hand to grab some of the to grab one of the boxes.
Oh, these are pretty heavy. I'll be all right.
I try and use Mage Hand, and then Enix audibly is like, oh, shit.
Cool. You try and lift a box out from Ori's grasp, and it tumbles to the ground, and religious texts are scattered about the floor. Crumbs. All right. That's fine. They bend over and start picking it up. So, how are you two holding up, huh?
Okay, this is gonna sound like non sequitur. Did you hear the news?
Wait, I was there last night, so I'm assuming you're talking about that, right?
Yep.
It's been a long couple of weeks. You'd be remiss. It's fine.
Yeah.
Have you seen... I mean, I know you ran into him last night. Did you talk to him at all?
No. I think the only person who talked to him was his mom. And then if I had to take it, I don't know. And it seems like she had him on pretty much lockdown. So we don't really know anything as of right now.
What the dog doing?
I'm so sorry.
You're good. You see Ori kind of nods. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll see them at school, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I still don't really know how to feel about the whole situation, but I'm glad they're safe, at least.
Real quick, can I get either an insight or a Arcana check on Ori? Because I remember, this is a long time ago, but something was very different about their magic in one of our fights from a while ago, and I never got to look into it. And this conversation has just made me remember it, because it's if you're here with the guiding light, why was your magic what's going on with your friend?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Oh, okay. Does a nat 1 do it?
I think, Enix, on a nat 1, what you do notice is I think you are caught up in seeing that Ori is more well dressed than they have been in months, and I think that's the first thing on your, because let's be fair, they've been kind of going through it and not really. Roselle's kind of seen it full frontal. They haven't really been super taking care of themselves a whole lot. But you see that right off that they've got the neatly pressed red sweater with the collar, they've got the jeans. They're they actually look like they've sort of decided to be a person today.
I'm gonna say to them, I'm gonna be "Oh, you look good. What's going on?"
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, that was not the right way to.
No, I think I get it. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of felt like, I don't know, waking up a little bit today, so, I don't know, I usually
Well, you
feel...
look lovely.
Thanks. I usually feel a little bit better when I'm, like, you know, presentable. I don't know. Roselle, would you mind helping me with these? Enix, if you could, like, hold tight for just a sec, we'll
Yeah.
be back in a sec.
I'm gonna grab just like a few books off the ground and hold a manageable load of those.
Honestly, that's fine.
It's fine. Still indoctrinate children. Hey kids,
Hey, don't
did you know that
We don't believe in a god. It's okay.
It's been so long since Enix has tried to indoctrinate a child. As Ori guides you down like some of the like less crowded hallways into like the where like some of the storage rooms and like archives are of the organization. You see that they're like, all right, I think this is it. Flicks a little light cantrip that lights up the room, and as they set one of their boxes down, all right, so this is the part where you're going to tell me how you're doing actually, right?
Oh.
Like all.
Do you want to go
things-
first?
Not really, honestly. I'm just. I don't know. I mean, as they start to like take books out of the boxes, start like replace them, I feel like I haven't seen you in like a month, and I feel like I, of all people, would have had more of an excuse to see you around somewhere these past couple of weeks, and that just hasn't been happening. So I've been a little bit concerned, and I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot necessarily, but also I've been like a healthy amount of worried, I think. Listen, you did this to me. You've done this to me already. You might as well return the favor.
Okay. Thank you for asking. It means a lot. I don't know. There's been... Sorry, there's a crazy echo on your end. Is there any way to...
There's literally... It's been happening to me, like, nonstop these past couple of weeks. I don't know what started it, and there's literally no way to, like, fix it without fucking up the recording.
Okay.
I will do my best. I can, like, turn it down a little bit, maybe.
It's okay. Thank you. So I've been experiencing just like a lot of changes, I guess, in a way that scares me. Carnation, who has been just this like huge what's the word? Just like spark of positive change, of realizing that I can be happy, that I'm possible to enjoy something about the way that I'm existing within the world, has gotten so much more violent and aggressive, and I made me realize, or was probably the main reason why I didn't help Pallas in the first place. And I can't tell how much of me not trusting Pallas right now is Carnation and how much is me. And this is scaring me.
That sounds scary. I don't really blame you.
Oh. I don't know. I don't trust myself around a lot of the people I care about right now. So that's why I haven't been around as much over the last month. But it's fine.
This is gonna sound completely insane, but I'm asking this as, like, this is coming from as genuine of a place as I can muster. Can Carnation hear everything that we're saying right now?
Yeah. I've kind of just gotten, not used to, but accepting of the fact that I'm never really alone anymore, that there's no semblance of privacy.
Alright, well...
as much as used to that as you can be, I guess.
If I may, Carnation, without you condemning me to a lifetime of burning in some liminal space out there. I mean, I think it goes without saying that, Roselle, you are your own person. And while Carnation has been... It is true that Carnation has been giving you this gift and helping you reach this self-actualization, which is amazing, by the way. I mean, I feel like we haven't really talked about it, but, like, I've seen you come into your own these last few months more than any, like, tutoring I could have done would have, like, brought about. And that's, you know, that's got to count for something. But if Carnation is reflecting these sort of scary ideations, I mean, that's Carnation. Roselle, you're not a dangerous person. You might be a much more powerful sorceress than you were a couple of months ago, but I would never believe that you'd ever earnestly want to hurt somebody that you care about.
Thank you.
And it sucks that you don't
want
really...
to think that too. Sorry, cut you off.
I mean, I'm sure if you asked literally any of us, we would reflect the same thing, because we don't know Carnation, we know you. And I mean, I hope you know you're more than the power that you've been given, you know? I mean, that doesn't really make any sense, really, but we all knew you before all this stuff went down with Carnation in the first place. And, you know, we've seen people go through incredibly drastic changes over the last couple of months. I don't think we've really seen that with you. I mean, you have, like, a cool hair color now. That's like it.
Yeah. No. That's really helpful. Thank you. I don't know if that means that it's all just in my head or if I've been fighting it.
Good that you're lucid about it, maybe? Because I think awareness is the first step towards making sure things don't go to shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't know and you were just kind of accepting these ideations that Carnation is imprinting upon you, then every single tree surrounding the town would be burning down right now, and we'd all know whose fault that would be. That's not happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I became a serial arsonist, it surely wouldn't be solely on me.
And honestly, with these newfound powers, that takes, like, I feel like that takes just a little bit of restraint, all things considered.
Well, thank you. Your words mean a lot to me. Thank you, Ori.
Yeah, and listen, I know you're not really, like, I mean, clearly, you're not exactly much of a religious type nowadays, and maybe you never were, so this probably isn't news to you, but, you know, God or no God, there are always going to be people here who will point you in the right direction. And there are always going to be people outside of this building that you love and who love you, who will be able to do the same thing. No one wants to go through this kind of stuff alone. I think that's kind of what sucked about not hearing from any of you guys for like a month on end.
Yeah.
So just, like, you know, you're my friend. Like, I just want you to know that, like, I'm here if you know, need to, like, info dump about religion for an hour. That's really the only thing I know how to do at this point. But I don't know.
No, thank you. You're my friend too. I've missed you. I feel like I haven't talked to you as much.
God, I missed you too. Man. Yeah, I mean, you know, all of that said, just like, I don't know if Carnation hates me now for saying that, but like, if you haven't talked to them already, maybe that might be worth it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
You mind giving me a hand with some of the recipes?
Oh, yeah, and then...
Yeah, you help Ori sort of tidy everything up. While all this is happening, Enix, how's the indoctrination going?
And so basically, it's not necessarily, what I'm learning is that it's not necessarily that you have to, like, not believe in a god, you know? Because we know that the gods do exist, you know? We've met them. Hold on, Tommy. No questions. Yeah, I'm not done. Just give me a second. So it's like not that the gods don't exist. It's more of the fact of don't believe in them or any higher power for that sake, because then the less power they have over the universe, and therefore less power over you. Does that make sense? You know?
Can you make me a persuasion check?
Oh, that's not bad at all. Oh, okay. So my character sheet isn't okay. Right. Because why would it be loaded? Sorry. It's at least a 15.
Okay, I'll take that. On a 15, I think you've assembled like a modest collective of like edgy middle schoolers who definitely like fuck with everything you're saying right now. You've already got like a collective of budding atheists before you. You just see like a couple of like rock on nods amongst these kids. You see one girl raises her hand. Sorry, did you say you have what god have you talked to?
I've talked to a few. So, I know personally, Lathander and, well, there's one that I can't really say the name of, but, like...
Enix,
I know.
Can you make me a perception check with advantage?
Maybe my character sheet will load in with it. Ooh, nat 20.
Hold on, y'all. No. Can you not sleep with both dogs in Mom's room?
No, I'm not sleeping at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I'm watching my show too.
Okay, fine.
Sorry, chill.
Okay.
Good.
Right.
Actually, that persuasion wasn't just a 15, it was a 15 plus 4, so it was actually a 19.
Okay, same result. Sorry, my brother has forced one of my dogs into the room. So everyone say hi, Sammy.
No worries.
Jesus. No, we're not doing that. Sorry, Sam. Nat 20, you said?
Yes, nat 20.
The very moment that you... What is it? The very moment that you... Oh my god, words. The very moment that you say Lathander's name... Enix, do you remember what was happening earlier in the, let's call it school year? You would sort of like catch these glints of like really bright light out of the corner of your eyes. You swear that like for a minute you feel yourself like stunned by like some kind of shining light somewhere. It like kind of like throws you off your balance a little bit until you see like someone's adjusting a window in the corner. But it was like a noticeable like glimmer, and you see like against the shine of the window there's like there's an unnatural shine that you can see specifically that no one else seems to be paying attention to.
But that's about it. I'll come back next week. And then we'll talk about anti-disestablishmentarianism. Okay.
Thanks.
I'll see you
Bye.
guys later. I walk towards that area.
Cool. You see, it's like it's not like stained glass. It's fully just like these, kind
Yeah.
of like musty ass windows. You don't really see anything out of the ordinary with them, other than that brief glint that has now disappeared.
I think my instinct is to I think the instinct is for Enix to try and contact him. Yeah, that's like their instinct, because like that hasn't happened in a long time, and when it happened, there was always something to be like thought of. So I think Enix is like, oh, so yeah, I think they're gonna. I guess they text Roselle and is like, hey, I'm gonna head out. I'll actually, yeah. I think they're gonna text Roselle and be like, hey, BRB, bridge between world stuff.
Roselle's response, what? Are you okay?
Oh, you know me. You know how I'm like the kid of a demon and a god.
Oh, yeah, okay, stay safe, I guess.
I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Are we giving you a ride home still?
Oh, it's light outside, isn't it? I can't fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't know where to go, but I know that I want to try and like contact him, and I know the way I did it last time was with the with the text.
Yeah. I like where you're going with this. Can I say, can we do this next session? Just because we have
absolutely.
about an hour left, and I want to keep things going a little bit.
Cool.
Amazing.
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
but I will definitely like throw that on the itinerary for next time. Cool. Yeah, Roselle, you do eventually come back with Ori. Enix, you do see the two re-enter. All right, sorry I stole her for a little bit. They're probably going to need me for something else in a little bit, so I'm going to bounce. But good to see you guys, and it'll be, no pressure. It'll be cool to see you around here a little more often. So if not before, I'll see you tomorrow at school.
I'll see you too, Ori. Bye.
Take care. And they flutter away.
What y'all talk about?
They asked about some of the stuff I've been going through. So,
Oh, some of the like, kitty cat stuff.
well, it sort of all becomes that in the end, but just like, emotional issues. Average.
I'm here too.
What was that? Sorry.
Well, I'm here too, bestie. You can talk to me too.
I know. Thank you. I guess they just asked. I don't like volunteering.
That's so fair, and I know that I should be asking.
I mean, I probably haven't been asking how you're doing quite as much as I could be, so it's not on you.
It's a little different though, because like I know that like it's harder for you sometimes to like open up of your own accord. So like, I should ask more. I'm sorry I haven't been. I've been wrapped up in my stuff.
That's okay. You've been going through a lot. It's a lot of stuff you've been going through, so.
But so have you. You have like another being
Yeah.
inside.
Well, you're a bridge between worlds, as you said. But it's not a competition. It's not a competition.
Yeah, I make it sound more dramatic than it is, but it's fine. Yeah. Anyways, do you want to see? Some of these kids have started to draw some anarchy symbols on like some of the stuff in here. Do you want to see?
I would love to see it. I'm glad that you've gotten to do your favorite thing in the whole world, indoctrinating children.
I love inspiring youth.
Yeah.
It's great.
Have you considered that this might be like You know, actually, no. This isn't necessary to go down. This is very different from the way the church interacts with you.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right, we're gonna cut from there. Lovely little interaction. So we're gonna scooch on over to Holly for a second. First of all, Holly, can you give me a tool check with advantage? I'm going to say, for how these like gifts are gonna turn out that you're making.
So I forgot my dice tray, so I'm gonna do it in the box.
That's
fine. So it's 1, 3, 20. Okay, so, right, I have advantage, not that, unless I somehow get better than that, then, I got exactly the same as that. So, I got 18 plus, so I know I get, it's intelligence plus, it's intelligence, right? So it's intelligence plus proficiency plus double proficiency from artificers. So that's a 29.
Awesome, Holly. How do these gifts turn out?
So like I feel like they turn out pretty well, I gotta say. Holly's kind of been doing this but for like their whole life, so it's just kind of not something that they're necessarily unused to, but there's but like while Holly's doing this, it's kind of like a sense of reclamation, if that makes sense, of this is what they've like had, they've been doing this their whole life, and it's finally they're making what they want to make.
Very cool.
And they're very happy about that.
And you know what? They're turning out fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, this is not a leading question. This is a genuine question. Do you think Holly is alone right now?
I think that Holly's definitely like, I don't think Holly's with people, but I think that Holly's not like, I don't know. Holly's not necessarily with people, but it's mostly just like because they just, I don't know, it's like 10 in the morning probably, and Holly's like, I don't want to,
Real.
like, yeah.
Honestly, real.
Text before. But,
so, in that case, Holly, as you're working, I'm going to ask you to give me a perception check with advantage, if you don't mind.
Okay. Great.
Hi, Sammy.
I'm totally not scared about why. Oh wait, is there a place that I? Oh, there's a. Should I just roll in the box of doom, even though it's not box of doom? Or
Yeah,
should I
sure.
just roll in 5?
Sammy, ow.
Okay.
Ow. Interesting. Okay.
You said with advantage?
Yep.
Okay.
Please disregard the beast that has entered my lap.
I take the 13 instead of the 3.
You said.
And
Holy
it's
shit.
perception, so it's 15.
Sorry, I just want you to look at this shit that's happening right now. She has done this completely on her own.
Oh my god.
Okay. Alright. Freedom! Okay. Jesus Christ. She's such an asshole. She literally just did that entirely on her own. I hope you guys know. Hey, you're an asshole. Okay. No more. Holly, on a 13, you're kind of like tinkering.
Oh no, I got a 15.
15.
With the.
Ow. On a 15, You're like tinkering away. You're like on a roll. You've been up for a couple of hours, and you're just like, working. You are like halfway through finishing up a gift for Lav, as you're kind of just like wipe the sweat from your forehead. You've just been like in work mode, and you kind of just like feel yourself fade out of that zone just a little bit. And you notice a movement from the corner of your room.
Do I see anything tiny elf-like?
You make direct eye contact with him, and as soon as he's spotted, he's like, "Hi, I come in peace. All good. All good. I'm not. Nothing
Did
bad."
you just like get the vibe that I was making toys and immediately be like, "Hi"?
Listen, young lady, not for nothing, I do know where you live. So, this isn't like science. It's not rocket science to get over here. This is just a very funny coincidence, honestly.
It is actually really funny, I gotta say. Why, respectfully, like, it's not that I'm not happy to see you, it's just like, I figure that once, like, I, like, let you out of captivity, you'd, like, enjoy that time. Like, why are you back?
That's yeah, so, so you let me out a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And, good news, all of the people in my life who I love and care about, they're doing all right. Which, could be so much worse. I was able to, get in touch, that's fine. So the problem is that I'm still like this. And I can't really do anything about that for a little bit. So I'm kind of trapped here
What do you mean? Like this?
That
you're still an elf? Like a toy elf?
Yeah, I'm still, I kind of thought the spell would wear off by now, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that there might not be an expiration, date for this bottle of milk, so, that's great.
Sorry, my sister, just came in the room. But, okay. And ask the question. Can I do an arcana on whatever spell effect?
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna roll again, and then because I only have my gem dice, and I don't trust this wooden table with my gem dice. So.
Fair enough. Literally.
I'm gonna do. I'll just do it in vibes. Sorry. Roll. 1d. Oh, great! That's a really good score to get. A 7, naturally. Hold up.
Honestly,
plus my
Arcana, you're pretty good at.
I have a plus 5 in Arcana, so I have an 11.
7 plus 5, that's 12, I think.
Oh. I'm really good at math.
That's okay. 12, I'd say 12 is pretty solid. On a 12, this looks to you like the first thing that comes into your mind is this could be a very powerful variation or perhaps an extension of what could be a very powerful polymorph spell. Considering the type of magic that Saint Nick is capable of, you're not sure if that exactly lines up with your awareness of how, transmutation magic works on the material plane. So you're not really sure the specifics, but this does seem like a, potentially reversible transmutation effect. The reversing just might have to come down to, Saint Nick needs to do it himself, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a bummer.
I have one link to where Saint Nick potentially could be, but I don't trust that link right now. Considering the fact that that link just tried to kill my friend. So I'm not positive what I can do. What I can do is I have access to high school sorcerers.
All right,
and
let's
high
rewind
school-
back to the connection to Saint.
I'm
didn't-
worried about my friend, buddy.
Listen, sweetheart. First off, I wasn't coming here looking for the help, but I do appreciate that, and I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. Oh, so why are you here? Sorry, I assumed that was why you'd be here. I shouldn't have, I know.
I mean, a little bit is that, like, I'm being a little bit of a nosy little bitch, but,
Okay.
aside from that, I don't know. Kid, you're a weird one. I'm just like, there's like the little, like, there's like a little nagging sense of curiosity about the type of person you are, and that's, I understand you're, still growing as a, teenage girl and all that, but I don't know, man. I'm just a little bit of curiosity coming out here.
So what do you want to know?
So, like, what's the deal with all of this? As he, like, waves towards you in, like, your very verdant attire and appearance. Like, I haven't seen this in a little. Like, this, I didn't really, like, address that while we were, talking and all that, but...
So, you know how, like, when people go through stuff, they dye their hair? Or, like, they change their appearance drastically? Fully transparently,
Yeah, I guess I kind of get it. I tried to grow a beard a couple of centuries back. That didn't really go super well, but...
Fully transparently, I can't believe I'm saying this. The amount of shit that I've gone through with Saint Nick, he literally tossed my family aside after they hurt my family. And I'm sorry, I know that you work for Saint Nick. Granted, you're kind of in this position because of Saint Nick right now, so, like...
Yeah, also, I do kind of recognize that I'm, like, complicit in a lot of the things you're saying right now.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm saying that
No, that's
I know
just
that
an objective
you
fact.
might have mixed loyalties, and I'm not trying to be, like, shit on the person you like.
It's your opinion, girl. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so honestly, just kind of having a little bit of an identity crisis. It might also, though, be because I'm, like, fully 16, though. I think that's how being a teenager works. I don't know. It's not normal here. It's not normal there either, so.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a... That's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen a less festive, folk that comes from our, side of the world.
Well, I gotta introduce you to my brother, then.
Fair enough. I guess it runs in the family.
No,
Yeah,
it does, but, like, not my parents.
No, it makes sense.
Still...
We've also known that the Nightsongs are a bunch of weirdos, so this kind of checks out.
Damn! What the heck?
Is that Holly's exact reaction?
Your name is literally Buddy T. Elf. What the fuck are you talking about?
I hate my parents. Listen, how do you think I feel? My legal middle name is The.
Oh, wow. You know what? All of a sudden, Holly Jolly Nightsong is not seeming as bad anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that one's pretty rough too, to be fair, but... Listen. I'll be
completely upfront. I'll be completely upfront.
Yeah.
I wasn't coming here to expecting a conversation like this, or a heart to heart or whatever. And I also know that I have, objectively speaking, kind of messed with your life a lot, and that's on me. That's my responsibility to take, because that's objectively what happened. To be fair, you did put me in a cage for how many months?
And I haven't messed with yours.
So
and I haven't messed with yours.
Yeah, I was about to say consider it even on that front.
Okay.
But what you're saying is, it's interesting, and I, not for nothing, kid, but I'd like to put an end to this at some point.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you're saying you know where Saint Nick is. So that kind of information.
I don't know where Saint Nick is. I don't know where Saint Nick is. I know where somebody who might know where Saint Nick is. And he's been very non-upfront with me about that whole thing too, even before he tried to kill my friend. He just said that Saint Nick had been taken care of. I don't know what the fuck that means. It might even mean he's dead. I'm gonna be fully transparent.
Highly doubt it, but that's fine.
Be kind of based. Sorry. Wait. No, it wouldn't be.
Be kind of what?
Nothing. I'm not wishing death on a public figure. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right. Well, anywho.
No, but okay. You can hang out here. We just gotta set some ground rules.
Oh, listen. I'm not asking to stick around. This.
Okay.
Yeah,
saying.
Respectfully,
I don't know how much my parents would be super into it.
Yeah, you're also a 15-year-old girl, and I already feel like it's been a lot already. So
yeah,
right.
Okay, so we gotta figure out the fuck to get you back.
Who's this guy who's got Saint Nick? Because I've been pretty curious myself.
His name is Rovius.
Oh, that asshole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we talked about him.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, remember how I said that? Yeah. That was because Rovius tried to kill my friend. Or put him in another dimension or something.
Very different from killing. Good you specified that.
Well, who knows if that was really his actual name.
Well, that's, you're saying he's here in town?
He at least was, a month ago.
You have any idea if he's still around?
I know a way that I can have.
Live Lake sister reaction.
So I have a way to reach him.
Well, now you're talking.
I immediately text in the group chat, Pallas, stay as far from my house as you can.
Why? Context?
There's a little bit of an issue currently with Buddy T. Elf where I need to contact Rovius. And I do not want you in danger. This is the only time I will say this, but do not get in danger.
Don't get in danger, says the person calling the person who teleported me to a different dimension of reality.
Okay.
Yes, but I don't.
This is Pallas calling Holly at this point. Pallas got a text and then started a group FaceTime, and Pallas was like, "Hey, what?
Hey, what's up? Sorry, yes, that's probably what you're saying is up. So, there's like we need to reach Saint Nick somehow. I don't know if this is a thing that can happen, but like, I need you to stay as far away from my house. Because to be honest, he probably could be in Common Heights anyway. Like, he could be, and I don't think we live near each other. Right?
I think you two live the closest.
Fuck.
We're on a
This is a group FaceTime.
cool. So Enix is gonna be like, why don't you just like push one of Rudolph's buttons, and like Rudolph will probably probably has a program to find Saint Nick.
I don't think I'm in a position to pose it.
Is it still recording? Hello? What is happening? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing, for real. I guess it's still recording.
There's like certain things.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you gonna die? What's happening?
Hi, am I back?
Yes.
Yeah, there you are.
I love when my computer dies at 53%.
Hello?
Oh.
I love this
Take
game.
Take that to the Apple Store, Jesus.
I can't. I leave for work in like 2 days. Anyway, Jesus Christ. I'm back. What happened?
I think
We're on FaceTime.
What was the last thing you remember? 'Cause we're now in a group FaceTime.
It was Lake walking through a hallway at FaceTiming Pallas.
Oh no, it's a group FaceTime.
Yes.
Pallas started a group FaceTime in the entire group chat.
Great.
Pallas all like, hey,
Everyone's here.
Hey, for no particular reason, not come by my house, Pallas in particular.
Which
Pallas
NP
like,
out of curiosity, have any of the NPCs wait, who here has answered and how many of the NPCs have answered?
For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say that it is just you six.
Okay. So I think I also just said, kind of just coming up, I revealed the fact that I'm like, hey, from my understanding, Saint Nick is also a fey creature, and I believe that is where Robius took him. So I do not think that your mechanical reindeer will be able to go to him.
Damn. But couldn't he track him?
Through dimensions?
Is that how reindeers work?
Can we address the bigger thing in the room that like you're gonna call the guy who kidnapped Pallas? We should probably all, except for maybe Pallas, we should probably be there for that. You know, like backup, just like basic backup.
Okay, that
You
makes
just
sense.
hear from behind Pallas's camera, Syriie just yells, "This is a horrible idea."
Okay,
Echo, you both answered the phone. Oh my
I
god.
kidnapped this man for over a month. I need to figure this shit out because I cannot have this on my conscience.
He's
I
an
cannot
adult man.
on
He
my
can figure
conscience.
it out.
Holly,
Can
it's
we
gonna
figure it out when we deal with the bigger issue?
Holly,
The
it's
bigger
gonna
issue? Oh, the Rovius thing?
Yeah, if anything, if Buddy the Elf knows him, just grill them for everything that they have on this Rovius guy. I think we
I
need to
already
crack down
have.
on him.
Yeah,
Keep
she already
going.
kind of did.
Keep going.
Wait, what did Buddy just say?
Yeah, buddies.
No, I'm
So they got
corroborating.
rid of it.
I said she already did.
Buddy has his own little phone. He's in on the base.
No, you just hear the disembodied voice
Buddy's
on Holly's
now
end.
in the Pizza Time group chat.
No.
Grown man of the family. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think about that one. Anyway.
My vote is put him back in the bag.
Look,
I'm worried that now that he's like unfrozen, he can't get frozen again. And also, I don't like want to actually kill a guy.
I'm just gonna ask a question. What do you hope to get from this man?
There's a
He will
potential.
just willingly give you this information. He's clearly not on our side.
True.
But he also clearly needs our help. Because why else would he go back into a 15-year-old's basement and ask questions and talk to you if you kidnapped him for a month? Stockholm Syndrome? That's Stockholm Syndrome. I just answered that question.
Nope.
Completely honestly, what I'm trying to get from this man is a clear mind because a clearer conscience because I do not want to have this on my conscience.
Holly, I feel like there's so many different like ways to for a prime example, you could just let him go.
But then he's
I think you could,
stuck
like-
here. He has a wife and kids. How many kids do you have?
Like
He's
mail
not-
him.
Okay, hold on. What if you just like put him in a box and like left it on the stoop of the hospital and just said, "Please fix this."
Like a baby?
I said put him in a
Arielle, I think you just described the opening of the actual Elf movie. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Also, maybe your parents could legit help.
This is what a 9 intelligence gets you.
I don't know what 2 artificers are gonna do.
You can send him in the mail. Put him in a parcel, send him back to the North Pole in the mail.
True.
Like
Wait, that's
Fantasy
actually a
Vlad
good idea.
Stanley?
I mean, sure, but in all likelihood, Saint Nick's not in. It's
No,
not
so that
in.
will back to his family, not to Saint Nick.
Yeah,
But then he's gonna be stuck as a toy.
But there's other elves back up at the North Pole, right? Maybe someone who with a bit more authority, clearance, right?
Better a toy.
I did a check. I know this spell. I know how this looks. That's how I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And it appears that it has to be Saint Nick that removes it.
So it's like a curse?
Somewhat, maybe.
Wait,
Something like it.
I mean, maybe we can send Buddy to the Feywild and you can find Saint Nick there.
Is there any like spells that can remove curses?
Hold on.
Remove curse.
Yeah.
Dispel. Remove curse.
What level is that?
Third level.
Do we know that spell?
Hold on, let me check.
It's a holy ability, I believe.
I don't know it yet, but I can know it next
In the
session.
morning.
I should know it in a couple months.
Holly, also, I just want to remind you that you do not do this to him. You do not owe this man who stalked you anything.
That's true.
Yeah, I think the kidnapping was kind of just retribution for the stalking, and it's you guys are even now.
And also, you don't need to, like, fix all of his problems. He's a grown man.
I do second that.
You are a 15-year-old girl.
Question, so sorry. Do we think that a dispel magic would help? Because I do have that.
I'm gonna solidly say probably not.
Huh?
I'm gonna solidly say probably not.
He's on, like, lesser god tier, St. Nick. So, like, or, like, Archfey, I guess. But, like, I
put that guy in a headlock. I don't think it's that strong.
I mean, he got out of the Feywild, but then again, so did I. Am I the new Santa? No, wait.
God, I hope not. No offense. I'm so sorry. That was rude.
Alright,
I just
can
don't
we-
think anyone should be the
Tell
Santa.
him
If
to
not
wait a
me. I want to be the Santa. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Tell him to wait a week, and then I'll be able to remove it.
A week?
Yeah, let him cook. Don't let him.
I'm sorry.
Out of character, I'm allowed to, as a cleric,
Yes,
I'm allowed to change up spells.
I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get the remove curse spell for next session, and because I'm not allowed to change it right now.
I mean,
That'll work.
what we're just saying is, number one, you don't call
You don't
him
owe this guy anything.
You don't owe this guy anything, let alone calling. I think it's fair to call him an enemy at this point to try to help this guy.
Wait, who's my enemy?
This guy. Buddy the elf.
Okay, sorry, I thought you were
They're
calling
both
Buddy
enemies.
the enemy, and I'm like, I don't really.
They both
But I
belong on
do-
some sort of registry. We get it, but
I mean, he's living.
This is an adult man that broke into a teenage girl's basement.
Yeah.
Twice.
And then got caught, and then still is there.
Hey, buddy, if you're
It's-
listening,
I
we
think
can call the cops on you. I hope you know.
It's all right. They can't catch me.
That's what.
Holly caught you for months.
Wait!
Dakota has
Please tell them not to call the cops, please.
You realize
you're
you realize that not only did I think I've caught you at times, so did Pascal. I know of at least 2 people that have caught you. What makes you think that the police couldn't?
You are.
I'm not. Please.
You are
There's
literally.
other ways to solve this than the police. As for the rest of you all, but
I'm just saying, I can fix him. I can get.
I can fix him.
I can also try to help with that. But honestly, no offense to that grown man, not my biggest concern right now.
Hey, you know what? Let's put it this way. We'll help him if he helps us. Right?
Ooh, that's good.
okay. But
Right.
how do we?
I'm hearing a lot of
figure that
terms
out
and
later.
conditions right now. So, well, what's going on? What's going on over there?
If you help us with our whole situation as a whole, we'll figure out your situation. I think that's the most fair thing we can do.
Not sure what help I can offer, but
Well, you're a magical wooden doll who's connected to someone who's connected to someone else, so you gotta know something.
Also, you're really good at getting secrets, so you might have to use that talent of yours.
You can fit into small places. That is also pretty invaluable.
And in cages. Remember that.
That too.
Or bags.
So
yeah, the
Why
cage was
not?
a privilege.
Why don't you just go-
Sister just yelled at me again.
why don't you just go take a nap in a corner, and we'll call you if you need you, or if we have a way to fix you. How does that sound?
If I do that, are you gonna put like a glass over me and just trap me there?
No.
Honestly,
Maybe.
Can I be real? Why don't we have you? I'm gonna talk to my parents if that's okay. Or somewhere. Because respectfully, no offense, I don't want you in my room.
Listen, I wasn't coming over to stay. Like, let's make that really clear.
Okay.
It's weird that you came back in the first place.
Certainly
Yeah.
overstayed your welcome in general.
Also, like, whatever
Okay,
happened.
the overstay the welcome in general. That's because they were in my bag. They couldn't get out of that. That's just not how.
Yeah, like they also weren't watching you. They weren't watching you from the bag.
No, they were like.
Yeah, I
Were they
just.
even
What's the
conscious in
room
the
back
bag?
in the bag?
I don't think so.
Were you conscious in the bag?
I kind of felt like I was floating through a sea of nothingness for an unspecified amount of time.
Wait, did you not see any
Was
like
it nice?
presents? Did you see any cool presents? Were they cool?
Missy, I couldn't see anything.
Oh.
Yeah, because like it's more of a question of like what is seeing when there's nothing for you to
You
experience.
really don't
like,
want to know what's deep inside of that
It's not
bag,
like-
Was it
honey.
relaxing or was it scary?
It's like you're not seeing black; you're seeing literally nothing.
You were like the only person. I'm pretty sure that like if you weren't like something that could like literally freeze you would be dead. So I think you're the only being that can ever actually go into one of those boxes.
Yeah, this
bags.
conversation's making me really uncomfortable. So,
Oh, you put him in the
I
bag.
don't want from a telepathic link with you and tell you in the bag and see what happens.
Wait, what?
I'd really rather not go back in the bag, please.
Like, can you put him in the bag again, please?
And I'd really rather you stop stalking my 15-year-old friend.
Okay, I get it. Fuck.
I don't think you get to be kind of like, okay, I get it about this. You're kind of like grown with kids, and you're
Yeah, like, also don't fucking curse at us. We're children.
literally.
Yeah, all of us are kids.
At this point, Buddy is fully sitting on the floor, just like.
Okay, Holly, you can turn the camera back around. I don't need to see this. I don't need to see this.
I think Holly gets
I'm
sending spells. Holly gets a mental message right to the head from Pallas. Put him in the bag. Put him in the bag. Put him in the bag.
Is that how? Is that like the like? Is that within limit? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just being.
Oh, sending is as long as you're on this material plane. I'm putting a second level spell slot for this.
I have one thing to say though. Alice, I got some info for you for a little later. I don't know if you know about it or not. So, I don't know. Syriie, did you tell him?
Which parts?
The part about lovely teacher and the conversation he had with Mr.
I'm sorry, what teacher?
Well, I guess sees Carpe Diem. So basically, and then Enix explains the like whole conversation they witnessed between Grovius and what's his
Cavalry.
name? Thank you, Cavalry, and like specifically emphasizes the part about there being like them talking about a girl very specifically, and like Enix making the connection that that girl is your sister.
See, Arielle forgot that Syriie had this information, so we're just gonna chalk that up to, again, 9 intelligence.
Fair enough.
Wait, Tommy. This I think is really funny. Could Pallas process the fact that this is known at this point that Cecilia is Celeste on a live call in front of everyone?
Aidan, I want you to either describe or act out what Pallas looks like as he's coming to this realization.
Alice? Did he freeze? He froze.
No,
I think
Syriie's
it's
right
froze.
behind me. Syriie is fully like watching Pallas go.
I think he froze.
Syriie fully hangs up her phone and is like, "You good?" But you still hear her because he's still on.
I'm like, oh no, he didn't. Oh god, did he not? I thought we caught him up to that.
Number one, Calgary, I think dead.
Wait, what?
Number two, my sister, I don't think is dead.
Yeah.
Buddy, Holly, Buddy leans over to you. Hey, sorry, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Put him in the bag.
I actually have an idea.
Put him in the bag.
No, I have an idea. Don't put him in the bag yet. Wait.
No, wait.
Yeah, take him out of the bag. Okay. So you're good at getting into places, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So we'll help you, and as long as you continue to help us. So, idea: we want you to break into Calgary's office at the Ptolemy school. Can you do that for us? There's some items I want you to retrieve.
Wherever
that okay?
that is, I can try.
Okay, so it's at a school campus on the mountain.
Can you please put me down?
Yeah.
If we go to school anyway, I can probably. Should this be after hours
Can you
or
please put
should
me
this
down?
be during school?
I mean, yeah. If it's after hours, then you just sneak back into Holly's locker. That would probably make the most sense.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Please put me down.
Yeah.
I'll bring you
Holly,
to school tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll let you know what you need to find. I'll let you know.
Can one of you tell her to put me down, please?
Yeah, Holly, put him down. Put him down. That's
Should I
fine.
put him down in the or
Yeah.
out of the?
Yeah.
Do you put him in the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back.
Fades
But like,
into
I
nothingness.
give him like, afterwards I put like a do I have any extra like pillows or something like comfortable?
Sure. Yeah. Sorry, I have a dog crawling into my lap again.
You know, he needs a pillow in the void.
I put a pillow in there as well.
A pillow that's like maybe like 10 times the size. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like a dog bed?
I don't know.
You know, I can always count on this fucking character to bring out the absolute worst out of everybody in this party. God. Okay, so Buddy's back in the bag. So now you guys can adjust this bombshell together.
So, yeah, so you said you don't think your sister's dead?
What?
Does anyone have a functional understanding of the sending spell?
Yeah.
I sent a sending to my sister, honestly, just to see what happened. What would happen? And it went through. I didn't get a response, but I knew something had changed. And why am I saying? Who does he travel with?
Who?
I'm just saying that every time Rovius has appeared, he's been with someone, a woman, who has taken a special interest in me. I think I've met my sister. I think she's trying to kill me.
And you said you messaged them when you got back.
She knows I'm back.
Last night.
He knows I'm back on this plane. Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Sammy, stop.
Do your,
She really kill me.
do your parents know where you are? Did I kidnap you?
Also, are they trying to kill you though? Because I mean, they had the opportunity to actually kill you, and they
He
didn't.
has shot me on several occasions.
Yeah, being shot and being killed are different things. I mean, Holly has shot so many people, so many different times, and yet not a murderer.
When did she shoot you, Dakota? What?
Oh, that's like really hard to explain. Let's just gloss over it and
I
get back to
misfired.
the
I
narrative,
took a gun. I took like a month of guns safety training after.
And I really appreciate that. You didn't have to. I know it was an accident. You're a
But
far
I
better shot
do.
than
I
me.
don't want to accidentally misfire at anyone else.
Oh wow.
Anybody less hardy?
In fairness, I'm not saying it's a good thing that Dakota got shot, but like, if any of us are gonna get shot, he's the one who could take it.
I was gonna say the same thing. I think if you had to shoot anybody, please.
I can.
No, Syriie, if
No.
you say it's okay to shoot you, just like
I can catch bullets.
I don't care
Okay.
if you can catch bullets. You shouldn't test it.
Oh, I'm Syriie. I can catch bullets. Oh.
yeah, okay, Syriie, yeah, okay. We know you're cool, but you don't have to be like I can catch bullets. Like that's just
I don't-
unrealistic.
The thing is, I don't want anyone to have to catch bullets for my gun.
Wait.
I don't want anyone to. I'm sorry. This is a palace. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hand. But like, they had the opportunity to kill you so many times, and they may have shot you, and they may have hurt you like physically terribly, but still, they have not. Like, they had you kidnapped. They had your like body. Like, they could have ended your life, and they didn't. So I mean, like, they left you somewhere. So obviously, they like want something. right?
They didn't
Rather
send
than-
him somewhere where he was almost murdered. 2 people that wanted to murder him.
But why
And in
didn't
fairness,
they
he
do it
was hunted
themselves?
down.
But why didn't they do it themselves though? They're like trained killers, so like why? What's stopping them from doing it themselves? Like, what is that like prevents them? And maybe it's like, if she is your sister, then maybe it's her connection. But then if that's true, why doesn't Rovius do it? Like, there's too many, like, there's no way that they're trying to kill you, because they would have done it by now.
For sure.
I mean, especially Pallas. I don't know how to say this without sounding rude, but like, you're not that hard to necessarily knock down. I hope this doesn't sound awful.
Syriie turns to
So,
Pallas
like,
like, I told
I
you.
feel like I feel respect. I'm kind of with Enix on this one. Obviously, we don't want, and it might just also be because I don't want you dead. But you know,
Holly, I want you
Thanks
to
for the reassurance.
what?
Thank you for the reassuring that you don't want me dead.
I don't think the possibility of them maybe not wanting Pallas dead is enough to bank on.
You're
Too
right.
big of a risk.
You're right. I'm just saying it is something to really think about, because they've had time and time and time and time again to try and kill you.
And we've been there every time.
Yeah, they don't necessarily wait until Pallas is alone. Well, I guess they don't want to get anywhere near Astrophel Manor.
Yes.
Is that the only time one Pallas is alone? Because it wasn't there.
Well,
that
besides, like,
time at the party.
Besides, but that was just Saint Nick, right? And then they were just after Saint Nick.
In my 10? I don't know if that was her
Well, that
interference or
counts.
not.
Oh, that counts. Yeah.
Also,
And then there's a time when we kind of got into that fight, and you laughed and did something. I don't know, but I'm sorry. But other than that, have you been like, other than Astrophel Manor?
I mean, I just feel, I don't know, if she is your sister, why do you think she's helping out this guy? And then, like, on top of that, I don't know. I'm not saying we should take the risk. I'm just saying that it's weird that they had you in their hands, and then rather than kill you themselves, they left you with some other folks. That's strange if the goal was to kill you. It sounds like, and I don't know, it feels like they wanted you out of the way for something.
Or that
Don't
they were,
trust
like,
it.
trying to save you.
Because clearly that worked.
I think something's about to happen in our town.
What?
Arcane anomalies have been getting more and more frequent. And we're approaching the winter solstice, the day of the highest magical potential, and the day I come of age. I think they were trying to prevent those two things to happen at the same time. Well, technically, actually, I just thought of something. Pallas didn't age a month. He was only gone a day, so his birthday is actually a month later.
Hey, Aidan, no.
Um, I admittedly don't have many more details. That's why I mentioned things. I wanted to maybe get more resources, more information before I came to you all.
Maybe we should meet up and not do this over phone.
Pizza time?
I think a public place would be best. Don't want to get interrupted like last time.
I think, though, not too public. We don't want too many people.
We don't know where there are ears.
We could just go to my house, guys. We can go to my house, and then I can just, cast a zone of truth, and then any creature within the radius, I'll be able to tell if there are people in the radius, saying. And I don't know. It's my house. No one knows where my house is.
Eyes and ears don't necessarily need to be physically present.
No, that's fine. If you don't want to go to my house, you don't have to.
No, it's.
No, we should do that. We should do that later tonight, probably.
Sorry, I'm just obsessed with Enix getting pressed over people not wanting to go to
Enix,
their
how
house.
does it feel? I was just reveling in it. No.
If you don't want to go to my house, you can just say that.
Enix? Enix?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't want you to bring your parents to this.
They're fine. They leave most of the time. Guys, if you don't want to go to my house, you can just say that. It's not.
I'm fine going to your house, Phoenix. I like your house.
Oh, I'm totally chill with going to your house.
Dude, thank you so much, Roselle.
We all like Enix's house. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, no, Enix's house is great. And, they always know where to get the right pizza, too.
There is only one place to get
really
pizza.
hard on it. It's all about the
Well, it's gonna be grocery store pizza.
This whole conversation is happening while Pallas is sitting there
Everyone thinks it's always about the cheese, but it's really about the crust and the sauce.
It's about the dough, actually. You gotta get the right base for it to work.
Pallas
That's
is
so
so
true.
reckoning
From
the
what
fact that his sister's trying to kill him. And then everyone's like, it's the sauce.
Alright, guys, so we are meeting later together at Enix's, yeah?
It doesn't have to be in my house if everyone is.
Let's just
Let's
say Enix's.
No, it's fine. I don't want people I know Syriie said that we don't have to. We can do a semi-public. I don't.
I don't know where it would be safe, to be totally honest.
I genuinely don't think there is anywhere safe because of.
Why is there combat music playing?
Is that what's playing right now?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's not. This is random.
Why
This
is there
is
boss music?
it's on shuffle.
And then Robius and Cecilia.
Roll initiative. No.
My god.
Tune in next time on the next chapter of the Elegy of Everlasting Winter.
No, that's funny. This playlist is fully on shuffle.
Alright, I guess.
Enix, if you were okay with being at your house, because at your house,
Things have gotten complicated.
Oh.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, Pallas is at my house.
Just wondering, it looked significantly less periwinkle, and I didn't want to say anything about it. I was just.
I did hear you in the background, I think.
My camera's full. I've turned my camera off and I'm in Pallas's camera. I'm over his shoulder.
I just thought you guys were hanging out.
No, things are bad. Things are bad.
I mean, that's fine.
And we are worried that if we go to someone's house, we will be putting their family in danger.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
I didn't know I had to spell it out, but
What if? Okay, here's a crazy thought. Here's a crazy, insane thought. What if? Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah. What if we went to Astrophel Manor?
Wait,
I mean, it's
are you
technically,
serious?
it's tech. Well,
If we have a way to all prevent ourselves from being mind read by your mom, then technically,
Anyway,
then we could all
intrusive thoughts.
then we could all go to Astrophel Manor and we'd be safe from Rovius and your sister. That's who it is.
I mean,
I can.
the risk isn't just in our heads. If we're in the house, then we can just be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
We
Pallas's
can all
mom
just sit in
scares
a
me.
fun circle and text each other. I don't know.
What if we go to the camp? That's probably a bad idea. Can we just go back to the campsite?
No.
Why can't we just do this in like? Is there not like a room we could like grab in the school?
that's what I was gonna say. We could go to school.
We
It's
just
like
want to
the-
break
like
into
the
the
class
school?
is
We're just gonna break into the school? We've done
done
it
it
before.
before.
It's been a little bit
Yeah.
since we've done any breaking and entering.
I just missed the break-ins.
You know what? I
What
don't
the
think
fuck is
Deputy
happening?
Headmaster's room is being used. We could use that.
Yeah.
You know what? Do we just want to use Calvary's office?
Yeah, let's use Calvary's office.
Oh, I actually know someone that was planning on going into Calvary's office anyway.
Woo, that's so convenient. Maybe they can help us get in. That's crazy.
Maybe. That's crazy.
Do we want to go
Oh,
later today?
so
Yeah,
convenient.
that sounds good.
Yeah,
I
but
Is
mean,
this
I think
actually
we
happening?
really
Awesome.
go.
Okay.
Do we have a way to get
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
on
yeah.
a Sunday?
Yeah, because I mean,
we're all literally magic. It's fine.
I've been playing around with some of my fun shit that we will talk about at some point.
Wait,
Yeah,
it hurts. It hurts a lot. What's up?
Dakota, doesn't your family own a full ski lodge?
They do.
Changing location.
Like, isn't there like a lot of space?
Once again,
Yes.
putting families in danger.
I would say that it'd be the. I
They
mean,
don't live in the ski
it would be
lodge. They live in a cabin.
I mean, yeah, no, I live up the mountain, but the ski lodge is at the base of the mountain. The thing being if we're there, that's like, I mean, that could just be the same thing as like being at the campground, you know?
Right.
I mean, if we could totally do that. I'm
I
putting
like the
all
breaking and
places
entering
I am.
idea.
I do too.
You would.
I missed the breaking and enterings.
We haven't done, guys. We haven't been ourselves lately. We haven't done it in a really long time, and I think we should break and enter.
Absolutely.
These are
Wait.
normal teenage things, right?
Everyone on video chat ready? So everyone who
We
would
might
like,
as well just go to the precipice.
everyone who's down to break and enter, raise your hand. Here we go.
I mean, hold on.
Wait.
Interesting thought.
Okay.
Precipice.
I'm just saying, it's a massive place. And a lot of crime's already happening there. A lot of people not caring what's happening.
The sentence is
If you
already a lot of crimes happening.
Bored.
Yo,
I can still get in. Lana can get us in.
could we?
We got him pretty fine the day that your fight was on.
I could just prestidigitate and fake IDs again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do.
That's how you
I'm
guys
just
got in?
myself. I can look like I'm.
Oh, you don't need to
7
do
if
that
I
for me
wanted.
anymore. Actually, I think I'm good. I think I can get in without.
In fairness,
You have to be 21, not 18.
You have to be 21. That's right. We're using Tiki Bar rules for this one, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have disguised self, so I'm just gonna.
I also have disguised self.
I have disguised
I
self
can
as well.
just get us through a back door.
Really?
Oh, but that's not as fun. I really
still
wanted to
disguise
try to
If
do
you guys
that.
if you guys want to just meet me inside, if anyone wants to take the easy way, I have
Can I
the
like
key to
go
the
in
back
like
door.
cosplay it,
Yeah.
or in like
Guys,
disguise anyway?
Like,
Let's decide to meet at the precipice. Let's do that decision right now.
also, really quick, just like let's think about the parameters of this. It's a Sunday. That bitch is not open. Like, Syriie has the keys. We're.
Yeah, it's open. It's open.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
It's always open.
and
I
honestly,
fought on a
like,
Sunday.
and honestly,
The
my mom
Lord's
is not
Day?
gonna be there. My mom is never gonna be there. We have no risk of running into my mom.
This true?
I think she
Realize
would
that
let me
once you
close.
say it, she's gonna be there.
If she's at the precipice, there's more pressing problems in this town. The world is reversed.
I don't think I've ever. No, she's never stepped foot in there.
She's trying to get it condemned on multiple occasions.
Actually, she has, but she's wearing a mask and makeup. So.
Can I ask a question? What are the odds that Azila would be there, or like
No.
from
Fuck her.
Okay. Is that something we're worried about?
Syriie, imagine if you heard from like outside the hallway, like, what? No.
Guys, I think the rough thing that we've come to an agreement on from this conversation is that we definitely need to talk. We're all back. We need to talk again, and I think we should try and find moments to talk all together like this, whenever and wherever we can. So maybe.
Syriie, is there like a? This is gonna sound insane, like a VIP lounge. Like, I know, like, sometimes places like that will have just like a room with couches for VIPs.
Probably. I was just gonna get us into the locker room.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
That sounds like it'll smell. But
Oh my god.
Pallas.
You have magic.
Pallas. There is so many more pressing issues. You know what? How do I mute
Does
you?
prestidigitation exist?
I just.
okay.
Sorry, did Enix just mute Pallas on Fantasy FaceTime?
Dakota is correct.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Is this happening?
Now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Y'all are fucking insane.
time.
Jim.
No time like the president.
I'm going to the gym. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll
What?
see you soon, Syriie.
As you guys are like, as you guys are like discussing like and like beginning to sign up, you see another window pops up and you see like someone really close to the camera. Hey guys, what are you guys talking about?
Oh,
Go to the gym.
No, we.
hey lad.
We were just talking about something real quick, Lav. We're gonna try to find time to talk in person. We will send location details to come in the chat.
I just need to check in. Do we know Lav is Lav?
I was going to say after session.
Yeah.
Because out of game, Arielle referred to Lav as Lav last session.
I realized that last game. Yeah.
Wait, didn't we all know that Lav is Lav?
No.
No.
It was something
Also
that.
It just feels icky to use.
It feels icky as a player. So
4 of the 6, like considering Enix, Holly, and Dakota all know, and Pallas also knows, but Lav doesn't know that.
yeah.
So I was gonna act because like I was gonna be like, did she come out off screen? Do we want to collectively say no and move on with that logic?
Just
Yeah.
retcon what I said. I realized I fucked up after I said it.
No, it's fine.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This bitch has been in the closet for about 9 months. And we've known her for 9 months.
9 months. Hello.
We've fully known her for like 2.5 months.
There have been less than 3 months that have passed since the start of the campaign.
You will have known Lav way longer than I will have known. Because I know you mentioned hamburgers the first day, so you definitely clearly knew Lav. You knew about the hamburgers.
I just meant we've done this. We've been in this campaign for like a year.
Anyway.
A year and a half.
I want to say during all of like the popping up on the Discord, the Snapchat call, I text Dakota, DM, direct text. We need to talk. Not just the group. Oh, what's Dakota's last name again?
Olympus.
Olympus to Astrophel. That's all. It's just the text. Do I get a response?
Oh, yeah. Dakota does the reply function. Thumbs up. When? Question mark.
I think there's some merit to it being before we go to the group.
Okay. Where did we decide we were meeting? Jesus Christ.
The precipice pit.
The fight club.
We have an appointment anyway.
Ah.
Oh my god.
So is this actively like everyone is agreeing to this plan?
Yeah, we are.
Amazing.
I love the like fight club.
So as you guys are logging off, you know, all of you are hanging up very quickly. Let's just cut really quickly back to the Neverward tree. As everyone's like, you know, signing off, saying their goodbyes. Pallas, you hang up. Sammy, not now. Jesus Christ.
I'll be anyway.
Pallas, you hang up the phone, and like there's just a moment of silence like in the room as Syriie is kind of like texting the group about stuff, like, you know, location and whatnot. And in the silence,
Does she really respond?
Pallas, honey, sweetheart, where are you?
I think Syriie with no context of what's happening now just sees Pallas go bone white again.
Pallas, honey, you're starting to get me worried. Where are you?
I needed time with Syriie.
Are you at the Neverward residence currently?
She's in my mind. Do I want to risk this? On our way to hang out with friends. Being as vague as I can be.
All right, sweetheart, just... I don't mind you going out with your friends, you know that. I don't want you to feel like you have to run around behind me, and if you want to spend time with your friends, just let me know. For crying out loud, it does not bring me much peace to wake up and find that you are missing from your bedroom again. Not to mention,
I was gonna say something like, kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Not to mention your mother.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, I'm talking Pandora, right?
Yeah, she's talking about Celine.
I was talking about Celine, right? I understand that.
All right, well, be safe. Let me know of your whereabouts throughout the day, and just be careful, honey. And if anything happens, let me know.
I'll send you a sending if I think it's rough. Okay?
All right, sweetheart. Have fun. Tell Syriie I say hello.
I will.
Right. Love you, Starlight. Weep.
Ooh. I tell Syriie, I'm like, I forgot to tell my mothers that I was here. Probably an asshole thing to do, given the fact that I just got back from being kidnapped.
You name dropped me.
You don't know that, technically. It
Oh,
was mental.
okay.
That was-
Sorry, it was mental.
I do say I name dropped you.
I told you how she reacted to me, right? Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't. What?
Uh-oh.
When your mom ran into us on the mountain, she wasn't thrilled to see us, all of us. But there was something weird about it. With everything going on, she was least thrilled to see me.
she knows you're my best friend.
Yeah.
I said you because I've told my mother on countless occasions how much you care for me.
I don't know why.
Could
But
I
it stood
roll,
out to me.
I don't know, like, insight or anything like that to be like, do I know any reason that? But, like, have I noticed any weird behavior between, like, when Pandora? You know what I mean? Like, how I've
I don't
noticed
think you would have noticed anything recently.
Okay. Well. Huh. That's concerning.
It's weird, right? Like,
I mean, my mother doesn't like your family.
valid.
Yeah, in particular, your father, they work together in some regard, but they don't get along. Maybe he did something that.
I don't know. But
Maybe that means we could trust your father more?
I don't think so. I think there's more to it that we don't know yet.
Well, I am sorry for mentioning that.
No, I should have mentioned it sooner. I've been a little tired.
I could tell. And I'm here for you. And I know you're here for me, so I appreciate that. But, maybe I'll just tell my mom I'm at Ezra's from now on, because she'll just think that I'm a teenage boy going to another. Maybe that'll throw her off her case. I don't know. Why did I say the precipice? I feel like this is my fault that we're going there.
No, it's genuinely a good idea.
Okay.
It's at least a layout that I know.
Thank you. I still do my name to be said. Yeah, familiar turf. A neutral.
This
turf,
is my
really.
wrap it up, guys dance.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Okay, wrapped up.
No, last thoughts of the conversation.
That was about
I think
it.
we were kind of pantering on there a little bit.
Cool.
I think Alice is just like, fuck, why does my mom not like my best friend? Yeah.
And it is with this deep-seated uncertainty accompanying this whirlwind of emotions that have encompassed you and all of your friends over the last conversation that we are going to depart from the story for now. Thank you all for a fantastic session. Alex, go to bed. All right, good night, Alex. Fantastic session, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Can I drop something, like, I'm not continuing the story, but can I just drop something?
Yeah, I'm still recording,
Continuing off, before we get to the precipice, that Pallas and Dakota have a conversation that occurs before the party is together. I'm imagining the situation is literally this. Syriie doesn't have a ride. You didn't take your car. Dakota would drive you two to the precipice.
And Syriie already knows everything, so might as well be in the car with us.
Cool.
Syrie's just in the back seat, like.
So there will be technically an RP conversation when Dakota, Syriie, and Pallas go to the precipice.
Phenomenal.
I'm putting that as a...
Yes, because Will, I am very sorry that we did almost nothing with you. I did not expect there to be a massive phone call at the end of the session.
No, don't apologize. I got my one word in. I got my one word in where I was just like, oh, we could probably use Buddy to, steal things. Yeah.
I'm so glad that conversation happened, but Will, we will start with your stuff next time. Sorry.
All good. You're okay.
Anyway,
because the lane